You can't marry me to erase him.
The summer Belly effed around and found out. This episode was essentially Belly facing the consequences of her actions. But I'm Team Belly, so I'm always gonna want the best for her. That's why, while Belly and Jeremiah were crying over the end of their relationship, I was jumping for joy. I'm sick of seeing them together. I'm glad Taylor finally clocked Belly's tea, because Belly was changing herself for Jeremiah, and Taylor was trying to be supportive as a friend, but it gets to a point. I understand that Belly maybe felt blindsided by Taylor expressing that she's against the wedding, but she needed to hear the truth in that moment. Conrad learned how to speak his mind last episode, and he hasn't looked back since. It was really taking me out because Conrad was just being shameless about his feelings, which is a lot of growth since season 1. But at the same time, it only made the situation more messy. Even though I think Conrad was being selfish, I think he needed to be kind of selfish in this episode because no one was being honest and confronting the fact that there is still romantic tension between Conrad and Belly. Conrad finally learned that suppressing his thoughts doesn't make them non-existent. These people were just pretending this whole season, and Conrad said,
"Before, I was gonna keep it to myself, but actually, I think I'm a little bothered now."
I was excited for the fight scene between Jer and Conrad, but it didn't live up to the hype for me. If Conrad whacked Jeremiah, I would have been pleased. It would have been justified. But Conrad is gonna get his look back. Trust. This episode was messy, but at the same time, it was kind of anticlimactic in some ways. The fact that the breakup scene between Belly and Jer happened in a room by themselves was too simple. I wish they made the scene feel more dramatic because it was shot more like a play than a high-budget TV show. Last season, I realized that The Summer I Turned Pretty is just a soap opera with a huge budget, and this episode really highlighted that for me. But guess what? I'm still gonna tune in.